Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be showing you how to pour a simple concrete slab with a gas-powered concrete mixer that you see right here. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end because I'm going to be showing you all the details of how we were able to pour this concrete by hand, how you can finish the concrete surface by using basic hand tools, working around the house foundation, around any existing plumbing that's in the way, so you can obtain some amazing results like you see right here, and I'll show you everything in a little bit. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of handyman DIY projects, including home renovations, then you're in the best place here on YouTube. Consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any videos that we'll be uploading every single week. The first thing that we're doing right here to get everything ready and prepped is digging a trench. Now the reason why we're doing this is because this concrete slab that we're going to be pouring today is going to be for a bathroom addition. I believe the size is 5 foot by 10 foot wide. We're basically going to be extending our the slab 5 feet out away from the garage, and it's going to be 10 feet wide. And the trench, we're going to be putting in the plumbing using ABS 3-inch pipe, and we have a 2-inch pipe for the shower drain and also for the faucet that we're gonna have as well. So this is gonna be a full-on shower, toilet, and a sink. So it's gonna be really nice, especially in this area we rent. There is no bathroom currently, so that's why we're doing all of this addition over here. And so once we have all the plumbing in place, we're gonna wrap the pipes with some newspaper, and there's only 2 of them that are gonna be that we need to wrap, and then afterwards we're just gonna cut around it so we can connect from there. We're also installing another 2-inch ABS pipe that's gonna be for another sink that we're gonna add on the inside that's gonna go through this slab area, and we're just gonna take advantage of that. And then over here on the forms, we're using 12-inch wide by the length that's needed. And we just have some metal stakes that we put in to secure them in place. And then in the inside, we don't want the concrete to be super thick. So we're gonna be adding as much gravel as needed so that way we can get to the 4-inch thickness. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but right there along the foundation, we actually drilled and we connected some 1/2-inch rebar so that this slab will connect and attach to the existing foundation that you see right there. And then after that, we're just tamping all of the gravel, compacting it as best as possible. I went ahead and dug around all the perimeter of the form because I want the concrete to be nice and thick around the perimeter. We definitely don't want any gravel to be underneath exposing the concrete area. So especially since the natural ground of this property, it slopes down towards the back, and that's why we had to use these thicker forms, because our edge is going to be the thicker, like you see right here. It's basically 12-inch wide by 12 inches tall, and then the rest is going to be 4 inches. We're going to be using this Toro gas-powered concrete mixer that I rented from my local Home Depot store, and we were able to pull this with 3-4 guys comfortably. We basically pulled it all the way over here and set it right there on the corner. I definitely recommend for you to have a hose, and because we're gonna need to use that. And I also bought 47 concrete bags that are 80 pounds each. I went ahead and calculated this measurement 5 by 10 at approximately 5 inches, 6 inches thick, accounting for the thicker area around, and that's what I got. And we're gonna be using these basic hand tools, the magnesium floats, the trowels, and whatnot. And to get this started, we basically have a piece of metal at the bottom. We cut the bag in half, and then we lift up that metal, and it cuts the 80-pound bags in half, so it's a lot easier to pick up and load onto the the drum, and then we're just gonna add water after a few bags that we put on there. Now this mixer, it can handle up to 6 80-pound bags at a time. And there it is, you know, it does its job. You just gotta turn it on, and then you just push a button and it activates the drum, you know, so it just mixes it on its own. And then it has a large wheel that you spin towards the left, and it basically, the drum moves and it'll pour the concrete right into the area where you need it. Now this is something that we came up with ourselves. I'm not sure if in your case you're gonna be able to, you know, pull the trailer all the way to where the concrete needs to be poured. But if you can do that, I highly recommend it. In our case, it was super tight. We had very limited space, but we were still able to squeeze it in there, and it was well worth it, because this is pretty hard work, you know, cutting the bags, putting it in there, dealing with all the dust and the concrete and everything. And then, you know, obviously the mixer does the work by itself. Then you just gotta turn the wheel and then pour the concrete straight into the area, and from there you spread it little by little. And you know, you can go ahead and use your magnesium float, which is what we're using right now, to even out the concrete surface. Now the strategy for this is you just want to have the magnesium float go a little bit, it needs to fit like between the concrete and the bottom of the siding, and that'll basically be the level. We just want it to be like right below the siding with the concrete level. And then we're gonna follow the forms that we have. This slab is 100% level all the way through. We don't need it to have like a slope or anything, because this area is covered, and it's all gonna be covered, you know. The only place that we're gonna have a slope is on this bottom end where the shower will go, but we're gonna do that later when we do like tile or something like that. We're gonna slope it ourselves. But we got a scoop shovel to make it even easier for ourselves, and I'm basically dumping the concrete into the scoop shovel, and we're bringing it into this other end where we need it, like right here. All these tips and tricks will help you to pour this concrete super fast and efficiently. I think in the end we used up 40 bags of the you know, the concrete, and we were able to pour all of this slab in less than 2 hours. We started like around 10 o'clock, and right before 12 p.m. we were completely done pouring all of this slab. So this is very possible and doable, especially if you have you know, a concrete slab up to 1 yard, 2 yards. I think it's perfect for that. I asked my local concrete supplier how much they would charge me, like to deliver the concrete and then to bring a pump, because I definitely would have needed a pump to bring it in over here. He said that total cost would be $750. Just for the concrete, it would be $300, and then they charge $450 for the pump. But here, you know, we're doing it ourselves, and I'll let you know the cost here in a little bit. You know, but once you even out the concrete, you'll want to make sure to put some in any low spots. You'll be able to tell. You just kind of want to follow the level, and also around the form board. If you see that the concrete is a little bit below the form, then definitely bring more concrete in there and then just even it out. We also have a screed board that we made with a 2x4 material. That screed board, it helps us to scrape the concrete surface and just have a nice level it up as best as possible. And that's what we're using right here, that 2x4 screed board. And you know, we're basically scraping it, and I have a level right there. We're checking it on either side, and just kind of, you know, with our eyeing everything, and anywhere where we see it's a little bit low, we're bringing in a little bit extra concrete. And since we're about to get done over here, we just want to make sure we have enough material for everything that's needed. Now I know there's quite a bit of it looks like a lot of water right there, and that's because, you know, some of what we were rinsing the mixer and our tools, it kind of went on the surface, but that's no big deal. It's gonna be drying up with the rest of the concrete, so we're gonna work that in throughout the process. But that's pretty much a step-by-step of how you can use a concrete mixer. The rental of this unit, they charge $107 for a full day. And honestly, that's a super good price. So we basically paid $107 for the concrete mixer rental. And then for the 47 bags of concrete, I spent $288. $188 for 47 bags. So total, I spent a little less than $300 to pour this concrete slab that is about 1 yard of concrete. And so I basically saved myself $450. And this is us loading it up. You can easily pick it up and maneuver it with 2 people, not a problem. This is the results after everything. Now, we didn't make it super smooth or perfect because we're gonna be adding some tile afterwards. So we just wanted to make sure that this slab was nice and level, which it is. Overall, this is a great DIY project because it requires basic hand tools. Like in my case, I just went to my local Home Depot store that has a rental department, and I got that concrete gas mixer. Ended up saving myself $450. So this project is inexpensive to do. You can save yourselves a ton of money. It looks awesome in the end, so it's super rewarding. If this video was helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscriber button, and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any videos that we'll be uploading. All the tools and products that I used in this video will be linked in the description below. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the next project.